Part two. Part two, we're on the west side. We stopped earlier around the corner. We're going back around the corner where the garage is. But over here, some of this fascia board is a little bit damaged. You can see the rain gutter isn't here. And then between the shingles and the fascia board, that metal trim board right there, edge flashing, it's supposed to lap a minimum of 2 inches. 2 inches. It doesn't quite do that. We've got a little bit of level grading. Earlier I misidentified this window. This is actually a laundry window, and this is the guest bathroom window. The lawn sprinkler system has 2 zones, both of them in the front yard. Well, one in the front yard and one in this side yard. This zone sprays the house. The one in the front yard sprays the flat work. That's the sidewalks and streets and things like that. I'm not supposed to do that, by the way. And only 2. If we come in here, and the sign is too close. If we come in here, we see that we got 3 stations listed, but this one does not work. Even when I manually put time on it, I found it off and I left it off. The lawn sprinkler system also does not have a weather sensor. I'm not seeing a weather sensor. So the garage car door is a metal overhead door. The optic sensors are close enough to the floor. They're not supposed to be farther from the floor than 6 inches. They are. These control wires, these supply wires, are supposed to be insulated staples. They're not. They're supposed to have spring tension notices on both corners of these doors, and you do not have that. You're also supposed to have a pull handle inside of the door, which you do not have, and you're supposed to have a child warning notice inside of the door, which you do not have. The manual door lock has not been decommissioned. You can lock this door, which if you closed the door and locked it and somebody was to use the controls to open the door, then you could cause damage to your door. So as long as the door opener is in use, then you should have the manual door lock decommissioned. And coming along that same door, the first 2 door panels, we have repairs and we have damages. First 3 actually. First 3. So, and that's it. Whether it's brick or shingles or panels, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So first 2 panels, not first 3. The top 2. The emergency release cord has been decommissioned. It's not in use. Steps going into the house, just like the front. They're not supposed to be more than 1/32 of an inch floor height elevation differential. And the door, I'm vertically challenged here. This button's not supposed to be farther from the door threshold than 5 feet. And you should have a child warning protection notice also posted on that. Let's see what we got. It's working. That's all I do. That's all I do. I do not do a block test. I do not tear it up. I do not cause that kind of damage to the door. So coming on along, refrigerators are beyond. We've in the garage we've had some water damage over here and repair. So probably from the old roof replacement, maybe somebody fell through when they were installing exercise equipment or something of that nature. Back to doors. This door should have a self-closing spring. This is a fire-rated door. It's not fire-rated now. Fire walks right on in. Nothing stops the fire from coming in. Coming along, this is the garage pedestrian door to the exterior. Your threshold plate and the threshold gasket, they're torn and compromised. We're in the swimming pool area. Some of the rain gutters are below grade. Now see this trim board along the bottom, this vertical trim board? That's not there by design. This is the way it looks. It looks like this. And the reason this was added, no doubt, was to cover damage. Wood rot, whatever. That's the way I did it in my house. That's what we do. No sense in replacing all this when you just run a board in here. Now, this board probably got that way for the same reason this can probably get that way. is we do not have a weep screed. You know, remember, all walls leak. All roofs leak. All walls leak. The idea is they're supposed to shed water faster than they accept it. Casement's in touch with the ground. No weep screed. Then we come around here, and this sidewalk looks like it's fairly new. Looks like it was added on. I'm not sure exactly how. We do not have weather covers. I haven't checked it for GFCI. We got extension cords, improperly bootlegged for novelty lights. Should not use an extension cord in a permanent application. Should not do that. Weather mask, crooked. Crooked as a politician. Okay, so this has been added. This patio has been added. So now we've got high soil conditions all along the back side of the house. This is the north side of the house. We've got a little bench in here. You got a drain. You know why? Because we've been having trouble with the water. Why? Because we raised the patio up higher than the foundation grade beam wall. We had a problem here. That's what happened. And coming along, this is exterior faucet. This goes to fill the swimming pool. We do not have a check valve. We do not have a vacuum breaker. We do not have an anti-siphon device to keep the swimming pool barometric pressure pushing down on the swimming pool. Keep the water from coming back up into the drinking water. We just don't have that. Coming along, we got a sandbox. That's behind the scope. Trees too close. Trees too close. Now for the termite inspection, this is wood pile next to house. This is almost under the drip line. Again, I'm not a tall guy. This is next to the house. You should store wood over there somewhere. Of course you're going to put it here. I get that. But you shouldn't. I've got a barbecue pit. I know how it works. But you shouldn't. Coming on along, we've got negative drainage on this side of the house. High soil to this point. High soil to this point. You can still see the bricks. It's not over here. You can see the mouse traps. And then you come over here and you start seeing some grate beam. Foundation starts moving up. Starting to see a little more foundation back over here. Negative drainage, debris. All this stuff needs to be cleaned out of here.